Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Mix Spring Showcase Games Around the World Bundle of March 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. But first, a word from our sponsor, JT After Dark. You've read the threads, you've seen the warnings, but you haven't heard them like this. I'm JT. I take the internet's most terrifying stories and give them a voice. From Reddit's deepest archives to the legends that haunt the web, I bring the horror to life. Join me on JT After Dark. Subscribe now and let's see what's hiding in the shadows. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown, a turn-based strategy game that trades traditional brawling for grid-based combat. This game presents a novel departure from the franchise's beat-em-up roots. In this world, Splinter and Shredder have passed away, leaving the brothers to navigate their grief in isolation. You'll find that the game makes unusual choices of splitting up the family. Instead of controlling a full squad, you play as only one turtle per level. Each brother features a distinct playstyle. Michelangelo focuses on mobility, Raphael prefers aggressive brawling, Donatello utilizes gadgets and traps, and Leonardo balances power with evasion. You must navigate 20 stages across New York, from grimy sewers to city streets, while battling overwhelming waves of the Foot Clan. The gameplay emphasizes momentum rather than static defense. You cannot simply hide behind cover. Instead, you must constantly advance as platforms fall away behind you. This mechanic successfully translates the frantic energy of a 2D brawler into a tactical format. While the lo-fi miniature-style visuals lack detailed animations and can feel generic, the Saturday morning cartoon tone shines through the dialogue. You may find the campaign brief, roughly 5 to 6 hours, but it avoids overstaying its welcome. Despite a disappointing lack of team-up mechanics and early game clarity issues regarding move ranges, the game is a clever bite-sized experiment. If you appreciate the Turtles' legacy and enjoy strategic puzzles, this unconventional title captures the essence of the characters while offering a refreshing, thoughtful challenge. At number 2 we have Thirsty Suitors, a genre-mashing RPG that blends turn-based combat, arcade skateboarding, and high-stakes cooking into a vibrant exploration of culture and reconciliation. You play as Jala, a young woman returning to her hometown of Timber Hills after a series of messy breakups. Your mission is to face the music and your exes, while navigating the heavy weight of immigrant family expectations. The game shines in its surreal battles, which feel more like theatrical therapy sessions than traditional fights. You use taunts to exploit your opponent's emotional vulnerabilities, turning arguments into stylish spectacles. Between these showdowns, you'll skate through the colorful streets of Timber Hills to reach your next destination. While the traversal mechanics are relatively simple, they provide a breezy rhythm to your journey. Cooking takes center stage when you're at home, where you must prepare South Asian dishes under the discerning judgmental gaze of your mother. These segments use QuickTime events to mirror the pressure of seeking parental approval. Every recipe and conversation is steeped in South Asian culture, offering a rare and authentic lens on the second-generation immigrant experience. You'll find that Thirsty Suitors is less about defeating enemies and more about growth. Whether you're dealing with a cult of skate punks or your formidable grandmother, the focus remains on the Thursona you build through your choices. It is a heartfelt, funny, and visually flamboyant adventure that asks you to look inward, reconcile your past, and finally find yourself amidst the chaos of your youth. At number 3 we have Content Warning, a cooperative horror game where you film spooky encounters with friends to become SpookTube famous. This viral chasing simulator tasks your squad of 2 to 4 players with diving into the old world, a monochrome abyss filled with physics-animated monsters and cursed relics. Equipped with a handheld camera and an ASCII customized face, your objective is simple: film terrifying content survive before your oxygen or battery expires, and upload the footage to rake in views and ad revenue. The gameplay loop spans 3-day cycles where you must meet view quotas to sustain your career. Success allows you to purchase gear upgrades, emotes, and island vanity items. While players praise the hilarious watch party replays and responsive in-game comments, the experience is notably difficult. Critics point out that some monsters can insta-kill you with physics damage, and the short 2-minute rounds coupled with limited film can make exploration feel rushed. Reviewers emphasize that this is not a solo game. Without a crew, your view counts will suffer. While some consider the game peak entertainment for its unique recording mechanics and chaotic physics, others warn of balancing issues and a lack of recent developer updates. Technical hiccups like microphone bugs or spawning glitches have been noted, though the community frequently suggests using mods to enhance the variety. If you have a dedicated group of friends ready to get famous or die trying, Content Warning offers a short, intense, and often comedic horror experience that turns your near-death experiences into digital gold. At number 4 we have Falcon Age, a first-person action-adventure title that casts you as Ara, a young woman fighting to reclaim her cultural heritage on a planet ravaged by robotic colonizers. While the premise is compelling, the experience varies significantly depending on your hardware. If you're playing on PC without a virtual reality headset, you may find the gameplay loops somewhat shallow and repetitive. The core of the game is your bond with a Falcon companion, whom you raise from a hatchling to assist in combat, hunting, and gathering. In VR, this relationship feels intimate and tactile. You can reach out to pet your bird, dress it in tiny hats, or whistle for it to land on your arm. These interactions are the game's heartbeat, turning simple chores into moments of genuine connection. However, when transitioned to a standard monitor, these nuances often flatten into basic button prompts. You might find the movement speed through the desert vistas a bit sluggish, and the combat, which involves using a stun baton while your bird distracts enemies, lacks depth when divorced from motion controls. Despite these technical hurdles and a fairly short campaign, the game's striking, colorful art style and its poignant anti-colonial narrative remain strengths. You will likely enjoy the charming animations of your feathered friend, but if you want the most rewarding experience, the virtual reality version is the way to go. On a PC screen, the magic of the falconry often feels just out of reach. At number 5 we have White Day, a Labyrinth-named school. An intense horror game that plunges you into a heart-pounding adventure. Sneaking into a school at midnight to return your sweetheart's diary, you quickly become entangled in a terrifying game of cat and mouse. The haunted halls, survival puzzles, and relentless pursuit of a killer janitor create a gripping atmosphere that will keep you on the edge of your seat. You'll navigate the eerie corridors of Yondu High School as Hee-Min Lee, utilizing stealth and wit to evade possessed stalkers and vengeful spirits. The game's branching dialogue, collectible ghost stories, and hidden scares contribute to its immersive story, allowing you to shape the narrative through your choices and relationships with other trapped students. With 9 different endings to unlock, replay value is high as you strive to uncover every possible outcome. White Day, a Labyrinth-named school, has received widespread acclaim from players and critics alike. In terms of gameplay, White Day incorporates mind-bending puzzles and traditional survival horror mechanics. Resource management and strategic decision-making add to the thrill and intensity, while the dynamic scare system allows you to customize your experience based on your desired level of challenge. The updated visuals and audio effects, along with new characters, scenarios, and reimagined ghosts, create a fresh and engaging experience for both newcomers and fans of the original game. White Day, a Labyrinth-named school, is an unforgettable horror experience that will keep you captivated from start to finish. Immerse yourself in its chilling story, navigate the school's labyrinthian halls, and prepare for relentless scares that will test your courage. With its gripping gameplay and rave reviews, this game is a must-play for fans of horror enthusiasts seeking a thrilling and immersive adventure. At number 6 we have ToeJam and Earl, Back in the Groove. A vibrant, funky revival of the 1991 Sega Genesis classic that successfully recaptures the series' eccentric spirit. You control the titular alien duo, or one of several new friends, as they crash land on a fragmented Earth. Your primary objective is to traverse floating isometric levels to recover 10 missing pieces of the Rapmaster rocket ship, while searching for elevators to advance to higher stages. The gameplay maintains a deliberate laid-back pace, focusing on exploration rather than combat. You interact with a bizarre cast of earthlings, ranging from helpful opera singers to annoying hula dancers and mall cops. A core mechanic involves opening mystery presents, which function as randomized power-ups. These can grant you helpful tools like rocket shoes or tomatoes to throw, but they also risk detrimental effects, such as instant demotion. Visually, the game adopts a Nicktoons-style aesthetic that feels like a modern tribute to 1990s pop art and graffiti culture. This is paired with an infectious bass-heavy soundtrack that keeps you grooving throughout your run. While the procedural generation and RPG-like leveling system offer higher playability, you may find the movement occasionally stiff and the randomness frustrating. However, the experience truly shines in co-op mode, where you can share the chaos with friends. If you have a soft spot for 90s nostalgia and weird roguelike adventures, this game offers a charming authentic throwback that feels right at home in the modern era. At number 7 we have Teenage Blob, a vibrant split release that blends the catchy punk rock energy of the Super Weeks with the quirky game design of Team Laserbeam. It is essentially an interactive EP where music and gameplay are inseparable. You play as a gelatinous, amorphous teenager who wakes up to the exciting news that your favorite band is playing a gig tonight. There is just one catch. You need cool new boots for the show, but you have no money. To fund your fashion goals, you must navigate a series of odd jobs across 6 distinct tracks. You'll find yourself delivering sandwiches in Paper Person, a riff on the classic Paperboy, or shredding on a guitar at the mall in Guitar Zero. You might even don a frog suit to high-five locals while skateboarding in Tony Dork. The controls are intentionally simple, relying only on the arrow keys and spacebar, making the experience feel intuitive and fast-paced. Visually, the game sports a colorful Microsoft Paint aesthetic that feels raw and personal. The real unique standout, however, is the music. The grungy melodic pop-punk tracks dictate the rhythm and structure of each level, creating a harmonious flow between what you hear and what you do. While you can finish the entire experience in about 30 minutes, its charm lies in its nostalgic, serotonin-boosting atmosphere. It is a short, surreal celebration of being young, broke, and obsessed with music. If you enjoy alternative culture, this half-game, half-album hybrid is a delightful, bite-sized treat. At number 8 we have Semblance, a clever puzzle platformer that distinguishes itself by turning a genre staple on its head. Rather than just navigating the environment, you physically reshape it. You play as a small expressive blob with glowing eyes, wandering through a minimalist, colorful world that has been infected by a jagged, crystalline corruption. Your goal is to collect glowing orbs to restore the land, but these are often tucked away in seemingly unreachable spots. To succeed, you must use your 2 primary abilities, jumping and dashing. When you slam into platforms of a solid color, they deform under your impact. You can headbutt a ledge from below to create a hump for extra height, dash into a floor to carve out a safe divot from a laser, or bash a vertical wall to create a makeshift staircase. The game is masterfully non-linear. If you find a specific puzzle too devious, you can simply walk away and try a different tree or world entirely. While the squishy physics and atmospheric music create a relaxing flow, you may encounter occasional technical brittleness. You might find yourself accidentally stuck in geometry or battling slightly imprecise controls during complex maneuvers. However, the game is forgiving, resetting you instantly upon death without undoing your puzzle progress. It is a brilliant debut that respects your time and intelligence, proving that sometimes the best way to move forward is to change the world around you. At number 9 we have What Comes After, a short narrative-driven side-scroller that explores the profound themes of life, death, and self-worth. You step into the shoes of Vivi, a young woman struggling with the heavy feeling that she is a burden to those around her. While riding a train home, she accidentally falls asleep and wakes up on a mystical carriage transporting the souls of the recently deceased, including people, animals, and even plants, to the afterlife. As you guide Vivi through the train cars, the gameplay remains simple, focusing entirely on conversation. You're tasked with talking to these ghostly passengers, each offering a unique perspective on their existence. Some express regret, while others find peace, but all serve as mirrors for Vivi to reflect on her own values. You'll encounter touching moments, such as meeting a wise tree or a preachy baby ghost, which challenge your outlook on what it means to truly live. The experience is brief, lasting about an hour, and features a charming hand-drawn art style that softens the weight of its subject matter. While the dialogue occasionally suffers from minor translation issues and a lack of traditional action might deter some, the emotional core remains powerful. You're not just playing a game, you're witnessing a gentle reminder to cherish your existence. By the time the train reaches its destination, you'll likely find yourself reflecting on your own life, moved by the simple yet essential message that you're enough and your life is a gift. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is a total win for indie fans. For $16, you're snagging heavy hitters like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tactical Takedown, and the viral chaos of Content Warning. While some users are calling out the humble inflation since a few titles were previously free, the variety here is top tier. From the cozy vibes of Thirsty Suitors to the horror of White Day, it's a high value loot drop for your backlog. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.